Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for today's edition of Spotlight Carolina. I'm Tiffany Irvin. My guest today is Nancy Bouvet, a volunteer with Four Seasons Compassion for Life. Thanks so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Four Seasons is obviously a wonderful organization. We've heard a lot about you guys providing compassionate care for people in Western North Carolina, but you're a volunteer. What are some of the things that you do in your role as a volunteer for this organization?
In my particular role, I do a whole myriad of things, but you can choose many opportunities to be a volunteer for hospice. I was a professional in my former life in hospice care, so it was my heart that led me there when we moved to the mountains of North Carolina about 7 years ago. I do home care. I go into patients' homes. I volunteer at Elizabeth House. I'm currently on the board. So there's many ways to become a volunteer. You can have patient care contact, or you can do administrative work. There's as many kinds of jobs as you can imagine. There's a place for everybody.
Absolutely. It doesn't require to have been in hospice previously as an employee. As you said, there's non-patient care opportunities as well.
Absolutely, and we provide wonderful training. There's several coming up. If you look at the information on the screen and check in with Four Seasons, you will find lots of opportunities you can do. As we say, back office things. You can be in patients' homes. You can provide music therapy. If you have a pet, you can do pet therapy. I could talk for 15 minutes on volunteer opportunities, and we truly are the heart of hospice, because without it, that's what makes hospice special. Because it makes us unique in the healthcare field, because the volunteers are actually there doing things for the patient. And I think for the families who receive our care, the fact that you're there as a volunteer makes all the difference in the world. We have many wonderful paid professionals, and they're experts at their job, but it's the heart that the volunteers bring into it, that the families know you're there, not because you're paid, not because you have a specific role, but you're there for them. And I think that is very unique.
And it's all over Western North Carolina. There are opportunities available.
There are, in fact, some of the trainings coming up. We're expanding our services into Buncombe County and also into Western North Carolina. We have trainings coming up in Arden and in Brevard. So please, I encourage you, join me at Four Seasons Hospice and become a volunteer and call for some of these opportunities.
Exactly. You mentioned the training opportunities, so they're not just going to throw you out there without the proper training that you need. Those sessions go on every other month. There's a regular schedule on your website, and even a home store, a thrift store, if you'd like to work in there as well. Lots of volunteer opportunities, like Nancy said. So we do want to send you to their website, which is wncvolunteer.com, for more information. Nancy, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
I was happy to be here.
Thanks. Thank you for joining us again today as well for another edition of Spotlight Carolina. I'm Tiffany Irvin, and we'll see you again next time.